And away we go. Thankfully, I looked over at my microphone like, dude, is this thing on? Oh, goodness gracious. Good afternoon, everybody. How are you? What's up? It's Tuesday. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I was jumping for joy last night, and I would not go to bed until the Iowa caucus was done caucusing. Okay? Okay. How about you guys? Hi. Good morning, everybody. Well, good morning, good afternoon. Did you guys wake up to snow? Oh, I did. Oh my god. Snow here in Cleveland and bitter cold. It's like 15 degrees right now with a wind chill of like 10. Yesterday was really, really cold for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. It was like, I believe the thermostat of my car was registering at 12 degrees Fahrenheit, but y'all, it was cold. I was like, hell to the no, I'm staying inside. Hello, hello. Freezing in Denver, Adrian. Hey, my son is actually in Colorado right now. He is in Breckenridge. He is skiing his little fanny off. He only fell twice yesterday. I'm very proud of him. I'm very proud of him. Apparently, like I've been through Vale and Powderhorn and stuff like that, and it is scary. It is scary driving through the mountains. There's no freaking guardrails. There is no freaking guardrails. You're up on the mountains and like you look down and it's like a few thousand feet drop and holy crapola, you're going around that man. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Very not for the faint of heart. 3 degrees in Kansas. Damn. Yeah, it's good. It's cold, you guys. Please stay warm. I hear you, Wayne. I'm Florida bound here in like a few more weeks. I cannot wait to get out of here, but it's in the 40s in Florida right now, right? I-70 is pretty bad. Dude, it is. I took the northern route when I went from Cleveland to Vegas and I made it from Cleveland, Ohio to literal Las Vegas to the strip in 26 hours. And on the way home, it was 31, but I had to stop and sleep. Man, that was insane. Wayne gets a shout out. Oh, are you excited? Hello, Stephanie. 16. Kiki over here. Look, my friend Stas said that it was like 15 in Texas. And I was like, dude, isn't it like always hot in Texas? What the hell's going on? But listen, it may have been like sub-zero temperatures in Iowa, but that shit was on fire last night. We got to give it up for we got to give it up for the Trumpy Bear, man. Trumpy Bear came out. Vivek Ramaswamy just he quit and every stuff. But I heard Vivek is backing up Trump. Like that would be good. We have to see like we have to see if he follows through with that because I still get a little bubble guts when I think of and hear him speak. I'm not completely sold on Vivek Ramaswamy. I'm sorry, guys. You are free to have your own opinions, but me, it's Trump or nothing at this point. And I think a lot of people are seeing that, and it's really like something that I'm very proud of. I'm proud to see it. You know, Trump had an acceptance speech last night. He basically his victory speech actually. He wanted to speak about unity and America really needs it right now, you guys. He was calling for the unity of liberals and conservatives. It was a very nice thing to see, and you know damn well legacy media is probably like, oh, he's going to be a dictator. Listen to that. He wants unity. Ew, gross. What is that? Exactly what he said it is. It's unity, and I don't see any other political, side doing that. I don't see the Democrats doing that. I see them mega Republican extremist this, mega Republican extremist that. That's a big turnoff. It's a big turnoff because you're basically telling half of America, if not more by now, that they're deplorable and that they are domestic terrorists if they don't vote for you. I'm over here going, call me whatever you will, but the conservative side is the best side, hands down. I feel like at this point, I would hope that we could start a third party being the MAGA party, like America first only. We only vote with paper ballots. We only, put our citizens first. And then whenever we're done helping our citizens, then we can help out other people. But for the most part, America is all the administration that we have right now is putting all of us dead last. And people are feeling it. They're really feeling it. People, especially in those sanctuary cities, they're really feeling it right now. And I'm thinking to myself, look at all these people that came from tropical locations, right? They have migrated here. They were told to come here, or they paid the cartels to come here, whatever the case may be. They came from tropical locations where they're used to like 90% humidity and it's in the 90s to 100s. And they are told at the border where they'll be going. You're going to go to Chicago. You're going to go to New York City. You're going to go to California. They're divvied out at the border where they're going to go. It's not Governor Greg Abbott going, hey, here's your plane ticket to Chicago. It's already set forth where they're going to be going as soon as they meet with Border Patrol, right? The Department of Homeland Security actually is another good reason why Alejandro Mayorkas needs to be impeached. It's not because he is he's not fulfilling his duty, because he is not fulfilling his duty at protecting our borders, but like he is. Man, that shit's sketchy. It really is. It makes me think that he knows all about the human trafficking, and he knows all about the fentanyl. He knows about everything, and he's complicit as hell. And it is a necessity at this point in time to get rid of him. It's not even just a dereliction of duty. It is oh, high crimes and treason. Yikes. I feel like it is a necessity for America to start healing and fixing this crisis, whether it be the border crisis, the human trafficking crisis, and or the fentanyl crisis. Pick your poison. There's so much going on, and it starts at a closing the border. But anyways, I'm thinking about these people who have to come all the way from these tropical locations, and then they're thrown into these sub-zero. That, man, I'm sorry, if you're a Floridian, you have no need for a Dale of Norway merino wool sweater. You don't have a need for Ugg boots, and imagine you have lived all of your life like wearing shorts and flip-flops, and then you're thrown into 7 feet of snow. Your body's gonna be like, what the fuck is this? Your sphincter is gonna it's gonna absolutely like close up on you, and you're just going to not have a good time. But I'm seeing a lot of these migrants that are wearing like really nice clothes, really nice coats, and I'm over here like, damn, dude, I don't even have a coat that nice. And we have people saying that it's not true, that they're getting money hand over fist, and I'm over here like, bullshit. But anyways, who am I? Some YouTuber, right? Angel, you don't have snow? Man, you lucky, man. You want mine? You want mine? You could take it. Donald Trump Jr. was at the Nikki Haley caucus yesterday, looking at her like, bitch, I got you. I know what you're doing. It really does make complete and utter sense why the Democrats are funding her. Why are they funding her? Well, fucking shit, because, man, she's a warmonger, man. No good. I'm trying to find my damn post, man. Oh, do I have to log in? Well, that's stupid. Why do I gotta do that? Did I remember my password? What's my password here? Here we got this witch. Ready, you guys? Look at this witch. Oh, yo, man. I don't know how any dude. One of my replies to Hillary Clinton yesterday went completely insane. Like, people was loving it, man. I was like, man, this evil. She don't read her comments, because if she did, she would see just how badly people hate her. Like, people hate her. My God, it's not like it's really not that hard to look at your comments, Hillary. Just look at the comments. Like, I literally broke my ankle running to the comment section and nobody disappointed, man. Like, literally, they are just oof. Look at I here's her post from of course, a lot of Democrats used Martin Luther King yesterday, of course, right? When they literally make everything about race. Everything. It's all about DEI, blah, blah, blah. Martin Luther King Jr. was very vocal about politics. He wasn't picking nobody. He was not for Democrats. He was not for Republicans. He was absolutely like, nope, y'all are fucked up. Both of y'all on both sides. How about that? Yeah, he was very open and honest about that. But here is her post, which I had to laugh at. Here's the thing about living in times of tumult. We do what matters because we have the chance to set the country's trajectory for decades to come. Let's commit to making America a better nation, a stronger democracy full of opportunity for everyone in 2024. And everyone was like, "Dude, you're sounding like MAGA." What? Oh, wait, you can't say just "Let's make America great again." Can't say, "Oh, wait, no," because y'all have used MAGA as a means to tell people that they're domestic terrorists. Well, boo. All right. So, I literally this is one of my replies, but the first one is it went kind of crazy. I said, "I'd say you're getting dragged in the comments, but that's a total understatement. You have been owned, Hillary. Hillary." Here, if you click on it here, you'll see like there's me. Mine made the top. I said this. When are you going to address why your husband was on Epstein Island? Hot sauce, Hillary. Who here remembers Hillary Clinton when she went on the Breakfast Club with Charlemagne the God? Who here remembers that? That was so embarrassing. That was so embarrassing. Look, you guys, if you don't know this about me, I literally grew up in the black community when I was a kid, man. I grew up in Maple Heights, Ohio, right? And I loved it. I loved every fucking moment of it because nobody gave a shit about race. Nobody cared about race back then. Nobody said a damn word. Nobody. We just got along. We were neighborly. We just kind of lived our lives, right? And so, like, when people pander and they have this, like, it's just fakeness about them. You can really spot it from a mile away when somebody's pandering, right? And when she pulled out, "Oh, what do you have? I always carry hot sauce." D- no, you don't. No, you don't. And you don't go to Baptist church neither. So shut up. Stop. Just stop it, man. When somebody has to do that and be completely inauthentic, it's like, dude, you're done. And a lot of people in this post to my comment, they kind of stated the obvious. Well, she's not going to say nothing because she was right there along with him. Yeah, it was proven that she was there a long time. I got into a rabbit hole yesterday. I don't think I ever want to go back down, and that was called frazzle drip. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yikes. And I did kind of elaborate on frazzle drip yesterday, but I was somebody kept trying to coax it out of me, like we need more context, and I says, "No, I value my life." Okay, okay. All I have to say is the feds, for some reason, are holding on to Anthony Weiner's laptop way harder than they are Hunter Biden's. So it's like, damn, what you all got in there, man? I'm afraid to see. What's up with the Wieners, you guys? Scott Wiener from California lowered the age of consent for sodomy. Then we got Anthony Weiner going to prison for 21 months for trying to sleep with a kid. Like, what is with the Wieners, man? Like, if you have a last name named Wiener, like, I'm man, mighty sus of you, man. I'm mighty sus. I really am. Like, what is going on here? But I had to include a picture of Bill in the beautiful blue dress, and I did find out that it's not actually Monica's dress. This is the one Hillary wore. So I kind of did like a side by side of who wore it better. I didn't do it. Somebody made the meme. Okay, I'm not the meme genius behind that one. And then here's a nice, lovely young lady. How he likes them on Epstein's Lolita Express. Wow. he was kind of wishing in that moment, like, I wish I could say this is one of those fake posts where I rent like the set that looks like a private jet, but in this case, no. It's very real. It's very real. It's very real. It is very real. Oh, Huma. Huma Aberdeen. Now she was Hillary Clinton. I think is still hello is still Hillary's closest advisor. She values her life. She'll stay put. Okay. Apparently, Huma was married to Anthony Weiner. Why are you gonna marry that weasel, man? But birds of a feather flock together. All right, who do you guys think that Trump's VIP pick should be? Who do you guys think it should be? I will tell you after you tell me. Put them in the comments so I can see what you guys would think. I remember, look at this bitch, man. This is funny. This liberal's having a bad day. I really don't care about Trump's VP. If you vote for this traitor, you hate women. Oh, boo. She restricted her comments. Oh, Nikki Haley just congratulated Trump, her opponent, on his win. Interesting. She has made clear that she is not running for second, but still clearly a strong contender for vice president. Get the fook out of here. I would either like to see Dr. Ben Carson or Byron Donalds or even Carrie Lake. I would hope that Tucker Carlson could do it, but he's not in politics. But maybe that's what we need. Nikki Haley must not become Trump's VP candidate. She is pro-war. She is pro-illegal. She is pro-censorship. My God. Haley would single-handedly drag Trump enthusiasm down 10 to 15%. The base would revolt. You're absolutely correct. I think Charlie Kirk is absolutely correct here. I think a lot of people in the MAGA movement would be like, no. When she sat up on that stage and told Iowans that don't worry about if she loses Iowa, that, they screwed up. She basically called the people in Iowa stupid and incompetent. And then she's like, New Hampshire will take care of that. We'll make it back up in New Hampshire. Bitch, man. And even in her own South Carolina, man, it's Trump country, bitch. So I'm over here like, no. She is with the whole, it's not very nice to call them illegal aliens. What the fuck do you call them then? What do you call them? What do you want to call migrants? They're migrants. Oh, we can call them migrants. I don't know how the people in Chicago are feeling right now, or New York, or anywhere else, because they're everywhere. I don't think they're calling them migrants. And it's sad because you look at the Black communities, especially these sanctuary cities, that have welcomed the migrant crisis, the invasion of America. They've allowed it. They've not only allowed it, but they've welcomed it. They rolled out the red carpet, and now they're displacing Black kids, man, in the Black communities. And Black America is pissed. They're fucking pissed, and they got every right to be pissed. How dare you take kids out of school because of the shit you guys welcomed? So Black America is totally team Trump in it right now, and I love it. I love it. I think it's retribution because they called him a racist for so long, and dude, that was just uncalled for, and it was just a very shitty political technique that they use, a tactic. It was a crackhead tactics, if you ask me. I think it was wrong. I think it blew up in their face just like everything else that they do. It blew up in their face. And Vivek Ramaswamy, I'm really like, I'm kind of like, about, because I get like a really like sick feeling in my stomach. I do. I just, something ain't right about Vivek, man. I mean, I appreciate his enthusiasm and his love for America. I would hope that he would be like, yeah, you know what? I would take VP or let me run in 2028. You got to get you got to earn that trust. Okay? You have to earn it. Trust is not freely given, it is earned. I respect him. I do. I respect him. Uh but I feel like you have to earn our trust at this point because there's so many unanswered questions. There was just a book that he wrote last year that has, me scratching my head going, wait a minute, that was just last year. And now you're all of a sudden free all the J6ers and do this and that. You're just telling people what the fuck they want to hear. It's like Obama 2.0. And I'm over here like, man, that's like, what? You want a fourth term, Obama? What? What? It's never going to be enough for you? No, because I'll never, ever leave Washington. It's really crazy. But I think 12 hours ago, he just posted this. And let's see if he can earn our trust. Who knows? I don't know about you guys, but I just don't trust him. Sorry, you feel free to have your opinions on Vivek, but something just rubs me the wrong way. It really does, man. It really does. All right. And Joyless Reed from MS Screw BC literally said that the reason why Nikki Haley lost the Iowa caucus is because she's a brown person. Fucking man. Oh my God. What the fuck is wrong with people anymore? Okay, so Vivek just posted this 12 hours ago. Let's see if he rolls out diplomatically or not. This entire campaign is about speaking the truth. We did not achieve our goal tonight, and we need an America First patriot in the White House. The people spoke loud and clear about who they want. Tonight, I am suspending my campaign and endorsing Donald J. Trump and will do everything. Oh, no shit. I can make sure everything I can to make sure he is the next U.S. president. I'm enormously proud of this team, this movement, and our country. Okay, then. See, that is how trust is earned. Okay, then. I'm going to say that. Okay, then. Oop. Damn it. There. God bless America. That is how trust is earned. Boop. Okay. Well, I'm glad that he was very diplomatic about it. I'm glad, really, really glad that he endorsed Donald Trump. And I'm really glad that he said that he will make sure that Donald Trump wins that presidency. Well, good, man. That's what you should do. You should say, okay, look, man. And he did, man. He really did that quite eloquently, actually. The people have spoke, which I find remarkably disturbing that Iowa, they used paper ballots. They literally counted every vote right then and there, right after every vote was in. Okay. Got it done and declared a winner by not even 10 o'clock at night. Okay. Started at 8. 2 hours. You mean to tell me that our country is incapable of using paper ballots and counting them? You mean to tell me that? I think that we need to talk to everybody in every state needs to take this to the House of Representatives, to Congress, to the Senate, wherever to Congress. It needs to make its way to Congress. We need to say, look, you guys, we want paper ballots again. I want to be able to write it in. Okay. And I want to watch. I don't want no more people covering up windows and pulling out suitcases and scanning mail in ballots that don't have folds in them. I don't want none of them shenanigans. And again, I sure as shit don't want to use the Dominion voting systems anymore. I want paper ballots. And if Iowa can do it, guess what? So can every other state. I don't care. Look, the only people who should be using the mail-in voting system, who should be eligible, are servicemen and women who are deployed elsewhere or they're just out on assignment somewhere. Our first responders, I think like it has to be, we have to set a limit on who can put mail-in ballots in. Okay. And no more dead people voting. Okay. That's wrong. My grandmother got She voted for Joe Biden in the 2020 election. Did you know that? My grandma. Like, really, grandma? How'd you do that? You literally died in 2001. I would talk to her, but, you know, I know damn well she'd be a Trumper. I know it. She loved Donald Trump when she was alive. She'd love him even more now, man. I don't know about that. How'd that happen, Grandma? No illegals voting either. If you're not a United States citizen, you don't vote in our elections. But Arizona's sure as hell trying to. They need to take that shit to the Supreme Court like now. Like, no, you don't. You no, dude. The migrants in California are literally getting driver's licenses. How the fuck you getting insurance? How you getting insurance so that if you're drinking and driving, or you're just stupid, or you just can't drive, you've never driven before, but you're getting a driver's license? How are you getting a fucking car? How are you getting a car? How are you getting? I asked too many questions. But what if you hit a family of 5, a family of 3, a family of 4? They're just going to work and you just plow into somebody. Well, how are you going to pay for that person? Man, this is a fucking disaster waiting to happen. But hey, you got to be progressive and you got to be tolerant and loving and DEI. Pff, yeah, right. How's that working for Delta Airlines right now? They're pushing out some bullshit now with the whole woke thing. Like, you can capitalize black for black people and B for brown people, but if it's W for white, you better use a lowercase. Now, how petty is that? How petty is that? I particularly don't give a shit about black, about white, about brown, about yellow, about red. I don't give a fuck. Okay? I give a fuck about how you treat people. Okay? And that's what I care about. I care about your character. Are you a liar? Then good. Pound salt. Are you a thief? Yeah, no, I'm not going to break bread with you. Are you just this nasty, absolute tyrant who calls people in the MAGA movement terrorists or traitors? Fuck yourself. GFY. GFY. I could care less. They make it so like, it's gross, man. It really is. Here's Joyless Reed. This is why Nikki Haley lost. It's not because we're seeing her for who she is and we're seeing who endorses her. I said this. Joyless Reed needs to go somewhere. Race baiting moron.
New Hampshire. And I think to the point that you made, Steph, I mean, it's the elephant in the room. She's still a brown lady that's got to try to win in a party that is deeply anti-immigrant and which accepts the notion that you can say immigrants are poisoning the blood of our country. She's getting, birthered by Donald Trump. And I don't care how much the donor class likes her, which will ramp up a lot, the better she does in New Hampshire. So it's still a challenge. I don't see how she becomes the nominee of that party with Donald Trump still around. I can't picture it happening. Maybe it could happen. Ron DeSantis' only argument for staying in it is he's the white guy, that he can still make the appeal to white immigrants.
While we have
New Hampshire.
It's got to be everything about race. Oh my God. The sun came up today. It's because I'm white. See how stupid that sounds? That sounds so stupid. I'm late. I'm running late. I'm late to my doctor's appointment. Hey, doctor, you have to let me come in, even though I'm 15 minutes more, or I'm 15 minutes past my appointment. I'm white. So I have white privilege. You got to let me in. You know what he's going to say? I don't give a shit if you're white, black, brown. I don't care if you're yellow. You're late. Reschedule your appointment, stupid. God, man, I can't stand how people keep doing that. I can't stand it, man. She is as how do you like her Trump wig? Shit, Trump's got better hair than what's her stuff? Joyless Reed. Trump's got a lot better hair. Look, this is what my Trumpy bear's got better hair than her. What the fuck kind of shit was that? Looked like she put a bowl on top of her head with a bunch of gel in it and smushed it down. My God. Some asshole put me into a group today of Russian bots. Said I was a Russian bot, and there's a lot of people in there. There's like 1,200 people in there, like Vivek, Trump, all kinds of people. Donaldo Trumpo, he's in there too. I hate Mark Zuckerberg. I like that name, man. I hate Mark Zuckerberg. He is a fucking he is that dude there. Meta is a part of the World Economic Forum, right? Right, along with a lot of other companies. I literally shared every list of Google's right on there, right up there. Yeah, aren't you, motherfucker? Yeah, sure is. So they're part of the World Economic Forum, and of course, this is why we see so much damn censorship. I firmly believe that those are the WEF and the UN, like Epstein people, man, they're fucking pedophiles. Did you hear what I said? They're weird, man. They're a bunch of rich people. They're rich people who literally buy kids. I'm not lying. And I don't do it. It's not me. Let's see how Hillary look at this. She's seething mad, man, because Trump beat her like no tomorrow. Look, she's seething pissed. After Iowa, we're one step closer to knowing who the Republican will nominate for president. But no matter who they choose, we're in a fight for reproductive freedom and democracy that we can't afford to lose. Join Team Biden today. Oh, wait, hold on. I got to drag this out as long as I can. No. No, I want to see how she gets dragged in the comments, man. Right angle news. They're so diplomatic. They're more diplomatic than I could ever be. I am a mean tweeter. I don't care what anybody says. I am a mean tweeter. If you don't like it, don't look at it, scroll past. Oh well, and if you do, perfect. Yay. Let's go. The Republicans are nominating Trump and only Trump, and he will become the next president again. He is going to hold every single one of you America hating Marxists accountable for your lies and actions for the past 8 years. We end globalism. Follow me if you stand with Trump. Look what he's getting. Hey, where's my recently used? JGP approves. So do all of us. I love this GIF, man. I speak in GIF. God bless America. I want to see what else they got, man. Oops. No. What the hell is all this nonsense? Stop it. I'm looking forward to watching that unfold. He will not waste one single minute of those 4 years. Okay, I want to see what her comments are. No! Don't do no! Ew, great. Now my computer knows to go in. Oh hell. Oh hell. Oh my god, it's in my browser history. Now they're never gonna leave me alone. Oh, oy vey, get me out of here. Joe's approval ratings are the worst worst of any president in the last 50 years. I can't imagine how you, of all people, can help him. Good old Molly Pritchard. Oh my God. The Dispatch. What is this ads? Oh, I'm laughing so hard. My gizmo over there is going off. Ooh, he's a mogwai. Adrian Curry. she's a conservative from America's Next Top Model. Abortion is not birth control. You know what abortion is, you guys? Abortion is not women's health care. All right. It is not reproductive freedom. You know what it is? It's medically assisted infanticide. That's what that is. 100%. You are ending a baby's life. I don't care what way you look at it. I don't care if it's my body, my choice. I look, man, there's other options. Trust and believe me. There's other options. There are actually good people out there who cannot have babies. All right. Please don't do that because it's going to live with you're going to live with that for the rest of your life. That is by far one of the most traumatic things a woman could ever go through. And for them to laugh it off like it is women's health care, it's reproductive rights. Now, what do you mean reproductive rights? That is not, you're getting rid of the result of reproducing. That fuck out of here with that. I do not believe that a government should have control over anybody's body, right? I don't. I think like, look, if you want to do like whatever you want to do, if you want to chop your wiener off, I don't care. Go for it, man. If you're a child though, no. 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 No, no, no. I think children should be protected on all avenues. But like the Republicans, what they really need to do, look, man, Roe versus Wade was overturned. It was thrown back to every state. Now, Donald Trump didn't do anything about abortions. What he did not abolish abortions. He should have, because Planned Parenthood gets a lot of money and they kick a lot of money to Democrats too. Planned Parenthood is part of the World Economic Forum and Black Lives Matter. They're Marxists too. And what happened with the story about the body parts being sold and the babies being sold and the dead, whatever happened to that? It just disappeared. Like we just stopped talking about that. Oh, I get it. Kamala Harris is like, oh, Planned Parenthood this. I wish your mother would have aborted you, bitch. But no, here we are. I literally can't. I can't. I can't. And I love here. Fog Doc over here posted this. Liberals scream. You know the left can't meme like we can. You guys. Uh, Save the gun. Save children from the guns. Followed by abort them, mask them, jab them, distance them, medicate them, indoctrinate them, mutilate them, sexualize them, and traffic them. Oh my! How on point that one is. Uh huh. It is no longer Democrat versus Republican. It is America versus communist. Yeah. America versus communism. And that is a battle America must win. That's worthy of a repost. Oh, here we go. This is a revolution. We, the people, are rejecting tyranny. Oh my God. If she would just check her comments once in a while, she would do herself a bit of good. All right, this is a look at this. We must arrest our opponents and make sure I am the only name on the ballots to protect democracy. Oh, yeah. We need reprogramming camps. She called them deprogramming camps, actually. She said that Trump supporters need to go into deprogramming camps. The Democrats are really fighting for democracy. Democrats try to strip candidates from the ballot in the name of democracy. Wow, isn't that a tad ironic? Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? Yes, that's from the Hill. I'm kind of like on the fence on the Hill because we have Brianna who is far left, and then we have that one kid. I forget his name, for Christ's sake. What's that kid's name? Oh, I forget his name. But he's more common sense themed, I think he's liberal. Ooh, man. Did she say this, you guys? If that I'm quoting Hillary Clinton, so don't ding me. If that fucking bastard wins, we're all going to hang from nooses. You better fix this shit. Hillary Clinton email to Donna Brazil, October 17th, 20. Oh, man. Well, her actions since then till now, She has been nonstop. I got to give her an A for effort when it comes to her being committed. But what she really needs to do is be committed to a prison for a very long time. I'll never forget Benghazi. I'm sorry. Just it's not going to happen. I have some really good reposts that I posted. I wanted to play this video. It was a Fox News like segment, but I'm trying to find it. Hold on a second here. Let me do this while I do that. Trying to find where I posted it at. She's a lizard. She is a lizard woman, man. That frazzle drip shit, man. I'll never forget what I heard and what I saw, man. It's crazy. We have Trump haters. I think I found it, y'all. I just didn't want to show you something that like YouTube will deem like if I show you a picture of me in my Trump bikini, they'll deem me as nudity. Cuz it shows you the crease of my butt crack that is covered by a bikini. Yeah. Tell me that ain't fucked up. But you allow like new drag queens and shit and kids in drag all the time, right? That's okay. Make that make sense. Makes about as much sense as people denying the fact that Trump will be president again. See how I did that?
If you had to bet $150,000 on who's going to win in November, who would you bet on?
I never dreamed that I would say this.
Trump.
I would bet on Trump. I thought he was done. I thought it was over. You don't come back from an impeachment. You don't come back from January 6th. You don't come back from any of this.
You do if it's fake.
But he's come back.
He's a survivor. He ain't gonna give up.
And his opponent is having so much trouble that I would, at this point, give the edge to Trump.
Give the edge to Trump. Just give up. Just give up. But do you guys know the Democrats to just give up anything, man? They got their claws in it and they're not going to give up. They're not. What I think they're going to do is they're going to play this whole Biden's running against Trump thing. And then at the very last moment, they're going to break out their big guns. Who is also Big Mike. That's what I think is going to happen. And, all I have to say is that most of America never forgets what she did. Okay. They don't forget. But in case you need reminded, there was a great movie on Amazon Prime and Amazon Video. It's called Michelle 2024. And it's by that guy, Joel, and I forget his last name, but he's a really cool documentary maker. He made the Trayvon Martin hoax, documentary and stuff. It's really good. It reminds everybody what she did. When they were campaigning, she purposefully dressed down. Like the movie The Help, you know how old, black, mammies dressed? She purposely dressed down like that, had her hair disheveled, and she talked like she was in 1910s Mississippi, with the twang, y'all, and all this. And I'm over here going, being that I grew up in Maple Heights, Ohio, when I see people pandering, I don't care what color you are. When I see you pandering like that, it irritates me to my core. Because I'm over here going, you fake mother, you're fucking fake, man. You're fake. Michelle Obama talks whiter than I do. Okay. She does. And in that movie, you will see how she was like, oh, I ain't, I'm my education. And dude, it the pronunciation of her words. And then she slips. She would be talking, we're sleeping. And then the next line will be like, we're sleeping, she can't keep up with the lie. And she pandered to so many people. It was really, and I'm ashamed to admit that I fell for that shit too. And I voted for Obama, not once, but twice. Yeah. So I feel somewhat responsible for what the hell is going on today, and still, and when that man let us all down during that bank crisis, man, oh, this woman here gets it. Remember what I was saying about the black community, black America, how they're feeling right now about Democrats? They really should listen. Just stop and listen to how people are feeling right now. I have another video after this one. This woman goes off.
This is what the fuck happens when you vote for skin tone.
Oh,
This is what happens when you vote because you're so damn desperate. You want a woman in office. The only reason why slow ass Joe that got his ass as president is because of that glitch bitch Kamala. Everybody was so desperate to put a black woman, which she ain't black, as vice president.
I'm
And now
trying.
the whole country fucked the fuck up. The whole country. How the hell you bring in all these illegals and don't know where the fuck to put them?
Oh,
Just for votes. Because the dead folks voting didn't work. We done caught on to that bullshit. And now y'all gonna take all them children out of school. Why the fuck did y'all choose Chicago?
oh.
So now most of them children are black children, gotta sit at home because y'all y'all getting on my motherfucking nerves. Y'all sit up there doing this shit to mostly minority black children, but Trump the racist. No, you motherfuckers are racist. I'm getting sick of this shit for real.
Oh, that is Queen Petty Lex. And Lex number one. She's on TikTok. I would thoroughly say that I am 100% convinced that she means everything that she says. She ain't even done yet. She's pissed, and she's correct. Only the blacks and the whites are about to be the minorities, both of them. We're the target for being replaced. That what is the whole replacement theory is all about. It's not a theory anymore because it's happening. Unfortunately, 12 million people is nothing compared to what's coming. But Queen Petty Lex here is not being petty at all. She's just mad. And she's right that they're doing this to the black communities because they know black people will still vote for Democrats no matter if they're doing this shit to them or not. Because they've always been told to vote Democrat. And let's hope more people are waking up.
I'm getting sick of this shit for real. I'm dead ass serious.
I believe
Y'all
you.
better fix this shit. What about the fucking parents? All those black people that fund and keep the goddamn school open, their children gotta sit the fuck at home and they gotta figure out what the fuck to do. How the fuck they supposed to work? I'm telling you, Joe and Ho, y'all got to fucking go. I'm fixing to the fucking United States government. I'm for real.
Let's go.
I'm fixing to join motherfucking Trump because ain't no way, Ho. Ain't no motherfucking way. Fix this shit now. Right motherfucking now.
You can yell and scream for them to fix it all day long, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because unfortunately we have people on both sides of the aisle, both Democratic and Republican, that are literally a uniparty and will do anything and everything to screw the American people. And it don't matter what color we are, you guys, we're all American and we're all going to get screwed equally. And people just don't realize that. And I'm over here going, when are you going to wake up? When are you going to wake up? We're in this together. We're all in this together. And unless we stand up collectively together, guess what happens? Yeah, say goodbye. Kiss it goodbye. It's gone. It'll be gone forever. It'll be lost because they're all a bunch of fucking globalist freaks. This video I don't want to play yet because I barely put any makeup on today. I did just a lot of mascara and eyeliner, but I don't want to play this one yet because literally I'll cry my fucking eyes out. I posted it and I was sitting there sobbing. I was sobbing while I was watching that video. Now it was old. It was from 2020, but just I really don't want to put it like out there right now, but like it was heartwarming to say the very least. So I cried like a bitch. I'm not going to lie. I even told the person that posted it, like, dude, bro, I'm crying like a bitch. All right, here's how Black America in New York, I believe, feel about Biden.
How's Joe Biden doing?
He's too old. Sorry. But everybody elected him, so that's your fault.
One more time. I like this guy. I really do. He's just plain and simple, short and to the point. I like that.
How's Joe Biden doing?
He's too old. Sorry. But everybody elected him, so that's y'all fault.
He's sitting there lying to people.
He's the worst president that we ever had. Joe Biden, please go back to Delaware because New York City, you have no idea what we need.
He's a slimy mother. You know, he take you out to lunch and stick the fork up your ass right after.
Get out of here. Oh my God. He is a slimy mother trucker. All right, let's do that one again too.
Idea what we need.
He's a slimy mother. You know, he take you out to lunch and stick the fork up your ass right after. Who do you want to win the 2024 election, Joe Biden or Donald Trump?
Donald Trump. I want Donald Trump. Trump.
That happens to be me, in case you forget.
When he was in, it was no crime. Crime was down.
Uncle Donald. No cap. That's a nice guy.
Trump is straight up and down, like 6 o'clock. At least I know what I get when it comes to him.
I was more comfortable with Donald Trump in office.
I'm not voting for Joe Biden.
And you ain't black.
Trump. That's right. I said it. That's right. I said.
Who forgets that? Who forgets that one, you guys? If you don't know whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black. I'm pretty sure every black American who voted for Trump is still very much as black as they were the day that they were born. Yep. I don't think anybody's blackness went away. I doubt it. I have to play that one again because that was very, very funny. You don't know whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black. I'm really glad that Larry Elder called out Charlemagne the God when he did on that. Like, you're sitting here calling Trump the racist, but Joe Biden literally said, you ain't black unless you vote for me. Like, if you vote for somebody else and you're not black, your blackness doesn't mean shit. Now, I'm going to use your blackness to pander for votes. I would have been pissed. Man, I wish I could be black for a day. I would light it up.
Voting for Joe Biden.
And you ain't black.
Trump. That's right. I said it. That's right. I said it. What do you like about Donald Trump? He don't bull. He don't care. Like, I like that.
Trump was giving back people money.
That's right. I like this guy with the red afro, man. He's my kind of guy. He just says it. Point, period, dot. And you all voted for this. That's what y'all get. Here's a lady that worked at the Pentagon. I would like for you guys to hear, for the people in the back who are claiming that the deep state doesn't exist. This woman here is a Pentagon employee, and she's got a lot to say.
I want to ask what the deep state is to you.
Well, the deep state is a bunch of people, elites up in Washington, D.C., who think that they know better than we, the American people, on how to live our lives. This joke of a presidency, and that is exactly what it is. There's not been one policy that Biden or Harris that have put into place that has been successful in any regard.
What is it that makes you say that 20 people are controlling?
It's because I worked in the Pentagon after Trump left, and I can tell you, it's not what people think. It is absolutely a sham. There is no one actually leading this country, if you ask my opinion. From Secretary Austin and Mark Milley, they both should be up on treasonous charges after the Afghan debacle.
Yep.
That withdrawal was absolutely horrendous. What's been going on at the border is a human crisis. So we have children dying on the border, and our president spends more time on the beach in Delaware. I want DJT back in office because he's the only one who's going to put the world back in order. Toot sweet.
Now, you heard that. She worked at the Pentagon after Trump had, let's just say in 2020, she started 2021. She started working at the Pentagon. She says there are 20 people running this country, and it definitely ain't Joe Biden. It ain't Joe Biden. And we have to hold some people accountable. There's my ringtone.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
My mom. I gotta send her to voicemail. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, the Afghan debacle. Somebody has to be held accountable for that, man. There's like almost $973 billion worth of our military equipment. Like, I think it was like $973 million, a billion, but maybe, I don't know. I don't know if it's million or billion. It's a lot. It's a lot. We had fighter jets and tanks and all kinds of artillery and weaponry and all kinds of ammunition and all kinds of every stuff, man. That was a And then we had soldiers killed. Yeah, bye. See ya. Sorry about your luck. I know you signed your life away to literally fight for this country, but fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, people have to be held accountable for that. That is just absolute treason. There is a human being crisis at our border. It's not just a border crisis, it is a human crisis. Do you know how many people die every day trying to cross our border? That trek? There are people, the state of Texas and Arizona and New Mexico are spending millions of dollars cleaning up dead bodies. Okay, they have to go in there, and the Rio Grande, a lot of people die in there. They drowned, and the stuff that's at the border, the stuff that I cannot unsee. There's a fence, apparently. I forget what city in Texas, but I don't know if it's Eagles Pass or not. But there was a fence with little children's underwear hanging from them, like they are being raped relentlessly and sold into human trafficking. And it's not just the people dying coming that taking that dangerous trek, but it's people that are getting assaulted, the kids that are being sold and lost. There's 90,000 plus kids that are gone, lost accountability for. I'm over here like, yeah, the impeachment of Alejandro Mayorkas is just scratching the surface. That dude needs to go to prison forever. Like, never, ever, 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 ever see the light of day again. How the hell could you look at just fast track, get them all in here as quickly as possible? What are you doing? And then you say that vetting these sponsors is too time consuming? Oh, we don't need to know if you're a sex offender or nothing. Nope, don't worry about it. Here, take 50 kids. Now, mysteriously, they're all gone. Unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Not to mention what's happening in bordering towns where people are in fear of their life. Where we have these migrants literally killing people. It's not good, man. It's not good. We have people that have been deported 15 times here in Ohio, raping a 9-year-old and getting her pregnant, and then she's used as a political pawn by the left because her mother didn't want to take her to an abortion clinic here in Ohio, which, look, man, we have exceptions for things like rape and incest here in Ohio. And the mother was dating this illegal alien who was deported like 10 times, kept getting let back into our country. And she took the daughter over to the next state to avoid detection, to avoid prosecuting her boyfriend. That little girl was used by Democrats. They couldn't wait to get somebody like her. And that's sad because look what that little girl had to go through. And then she's used as a political pawn by the left over and over and over again. Look at Ohio. Look at these mean conservatives. They wanted this little girl to have that baby. No, that wasn't the story. It's not the truth. When I heard about that, when it first came out, I was like, oh, fuck no. No. We have an exception. We always have and we always will. They lie. They lied about that. They also lied to get issue 1 passed in Ohio. They used her. It was ridiculous. It really was. And I wish we could overturn that. I mean, at least Ohio did right and vetoed Mike.
How's Joe Biden doing?
He's too old. Sorry. But everybody elected him, so that's your book.
I had to let that one play out. The people of Ohio vetoed Mike DeWine's recent veto of the transgender bill. They did. They're like, nope, not happening here. Oh, it's bad. Here's a really good video. It's called I'll Be Back. Well, David Yeshua 4 on Twitter. This is the one guy that put me into that Russian like propaganda thing, whatever, Russia bot thing. This is the first thing I saw when I got in there, because actually what's in that like group is pretty good shit, man. I'm over here like retweeting the hell out of a bunch of stuff.
If I was the deep state and I wanted to destroy America, I would rig the election with a puppet candidate. One that was so compromised that they would never say a word about it. I would create a false flag that allowed for mail-in ballots. I would be in charge of the ballot counting machines. I would create a false flag to blame all who question the results of the election. If I was the deep state, I would prosecute anyone that went against me. I would sue and prosecute anyone that spoke up about the fraudulent election. I would use my powers to shut down all your internet businesses and bankrupt you. If I was the deep state, I would make everyone an example why you should never question a Democrat ever winning an election. I would imprison my foes. I would use my corrupt DAs and blackmail judges to destroy you. I would make sure all crimes I ever committed never happened. I would prosecute my biggest competition. I would make sure they could never run for office ever again. If I was the deep state, I would convince everyone that Ukraine Nazis were good and women are men. If I was the deep state, I would own every politician that mattered. If I was the deep state, I would push my pedophilia ambitions on you. If I was the deep state, you'd question your sexual identity but not the medical establishment. If I was the deep state, you would fear to ever resist me. If I was the deep state, you would wish I was really the devil. If I was the deep state, I would say mission accomplished.
Dilly meme. Make sure you guys are following Dilly. Dilly is awesome. We love us some Dilly. Here's Trump's here's his acceptance speech from the Iowa. Actually, this is him just calling out Carrie Lake. Saying Carrie Lake was amazing. Here's Hillary.
The global business community.
No, I'm sorry. Not any better. The WEF. Also, Angela, I spoke with Ann Vandersteel. I have that on a podcast. I did at Ann Vandersteel. She's amazing. She is always down at the border, literally blowing the whistle on all of this. And she had Carlos. He was a whistleblower that transported these kids to their sponsors. And I also had Tara Rodas on last Sunday, if I'm not mistaken, on the 7th of January. We did a really good podcast together. It's true. They're housing these kids in abandoned Walmarts, and there are these companies that were actually founded by the CIA. They're the ones that are transporting these kids, and they're all complicit, man. Every child that is harmed, that is their fault. I could never live with myself. I could never live with myself knowing that I was responsible for that, and they could sleep just fine at night. You know why? Because they're paid to. They allow money to man. They're all a part of this globalist shit, man, and they're sick, man. These people are sick. I love Redacted, though. They do a phenomenal job, man. They really do. This is the good old World Economic Forum. This little Nazi over here on the right hand side is none other than Klaus Schwab, where his father was a Nazi, in the flesh. Fucking man, these people, man, they'll never stop until we stand up collectively and say, we ain't taking it no more.
For the global business community, the top concern for the next 2 years is not conflict or climate. It is disinformation and misinformation, followed closely by polarization within our societies. These risks are serious because they limit our ability to tackle the big global challenges we are facing.
Send it to me on Twitter.
Changes in our climate and our geopolitical climate.
Fuck you, you evil
Shifts
bitch.
in our demography and in our technology, spiraling regional conflicts and intensified geopolitical competition and their impacts on supply chains. The sobering reality is that we are once again competing more intensely across countries than we have in several decades. And this makes
Oh my God,
the theme
man.
of this year's Davos meeting even more relevant: rebuilding trust. This is not a time for conflicts or polarization. This is a time to build trust. This is a time to drive global collaboration more than ever before.
Fuck you.
This requires immediate and structural responses to match the size of the global challenges. I believe it can be done.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you something. Whatever. What is her name? Eva Braun? Is that Eva Braun? Is that her name? Hitler's girlfriend? No. No. We're not going to take this shit no more. We're not going to let you guys use climate to change the world into a new world order. Okay? We're not going to do that one world order. No. Your buddy sitting to the left of you, Mr. Schwab there, wrote a all-telling book, and he spells it out right there in black and white what their plans are. And people still over here on the left going, it's not happening. It's happening. Wake up. The conservatives, man, the conservative movement grows more and more by the day because people are getting sick and tired. They're getting fed up. The farmers, guess whose side they're on? Not theirs. No, no, no. When they're slaughtering 200 head of cattle because they're farting. I'm sorry, but every creature on this planet farts, including me, as much as I try to say I don't. Yes. Yes, we all do. And that next they're going to say, well, you humans, your carbon footprint is way too much. We're going to have to put a carbon monitor on your butt. And the more you fart, well, you're going to have to that's the next step. They want you in the palm of their hand, eating bugs and genetically engineered meats, while they're all bunkered underneath the ground in their mega billion-dollar bunkers in Hawaii and all over the world. They'll be fine. These globalists are fucking weird. Mark Zuckerberg, that dude is on so much adrenochrome. Look at him. They all look the same. Kathy Griffin and Mark Zuckerberg are like carbon copies of one another. They really are. They all look the same. They all got that creepy ass look to them. And they're so damn rich that the only thing that makes them happy is the weirdest shit on the earth. Okay? Control. That is what it's all about. It's about dominance and it's about control. It always has been and it always will be with these types of people. They're freaking weird, man. They're weird. Nikki Haley.
The big fight will take place in the spring. They're going to try to force Nikki on the ticket to say Trump needs a woman. Nikki on the ticket. She balances thing, and she can bring together that 15% of never Trumpers in the Republican Party. We're going to have that fight. If Nikki Haley is in this administration in any capacity, it will fail. Well, she's a viper. She's a viper, and once she gets in there, she'll try to run it as prime minister. She'll try to be Dick Cheney. She'll try her to Trump will be just like Dick Cheney to Bush. That's what she'll try to do.
I have to ask you because Richard Barris issued a warning about this, a very specific warning, and he went even further.
I love Jack and
Barris's warning was this. He said, "You put her in as vice president, and they will find someone to Lee Harvey Oswald Trump, get him out of there, and make her the president in his said." And he said, if she becomes VP, that guarantees they're going to take a shot at him.
100%. And I love the fact that I played this video because the next one I will be playing will lead into that. It'll kind of like piggyback onto what I am going to be playing next. Facts. That would be absolutely not only disastrous for Trump, but it would be disastrous for America. When you have a woman that makes her millions and millions of dollars off of war, man, these people are sick. You know who also makes a lot of money off of war? BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street. They're all a part of who exactly? The globalist. The World Economic Forum is by far the most sinister organization on the planet. Okay. They are sinister beyond, I would say, a more appropriate term for the WEF is insidious. That is what they are, hands down. You think evil, the Hillary and Obama are evil. Well, they're two part of the WEF too. The Clinton and the Obama Foundation. Man, come on now. Come on. All right. And here, we shall never forget these 4 men that lost their lives. Apparently she has. And she has never been held accountable. Never. How could you sleep at night? I don't know, man. Again, she's done some really creepy, disgustingly weird shit. Okay. So Bill on Epstein Island ain't nothing. Ain't nothing compared to what Hillary's done. Here's what that dude put me in this group. It's called Russia Propaganda Machine. His name is Pragmatic Silver. Just saved $8. F Elon. Well, you're just a ray of sunshine, ain't you? All right, here's that video, you guys. I wanted to show you. Oh, here's the Trump dominating the Iowa polls. Here it is. All right.
Oh my God.
It's an oldie, but it's a goodie. And it aged very well because this is exactly what I fear. And when I'm watching this video, I'm looking up in open windows and shit, right? I'm like, you cannot drop the ball when you are protecting that man. Protecting Donald Trump you can't be less serious. You have to be on the ball, right? And I'm over here like peeping windows from around the block and shit. Like, I'm so uber paranoid about that because, it would definitely happen if Nikki Haley got in as VP because she's evil. But I hope like hell he trusts the Secret Service that are doing detail for him, right? I really do. But anyways, this is how he is. He's the people's president. He does this still to this day. He doesn't fall asleep.
Oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
I'm gonna cry.
Oh my God. Woo! Oh my God. Wow. Oh, no! Woo! Wow. Woo!
They were wrapping it up.
Oh. Wow, look at this. This is amazing. I'm gonna cry.
Okay, get a picture when he comes over.
Yeah. Okay.
And I gotta get your number so I can.
Is that him right there? Oh! Oh my God! Oh my God!
I would be doing the same thing.
Woo! Wow!
Oh my
Stand on
God!
here, Debbie. Stand on here. Oh, Debbie. Oh!
Oh my God!
Yeah, we can. Woo! Yes!
He's the man, the legend, the myth right
Woo!
All right, just give us some room, though.
Yes,
okay?
sir.
Yep.
Yes, we're not going to be. We just want pictures, sir.
That's great.
You guys are great. You're a great team. Woo!
I can't believe this.
Debbie, this
Oh
is
my
your
God.
moment, Debbie.
You saw the people. Oh my God.
Come on, Debbie.
Look at this. Wow.
Tuck in the
Oh,
middle
man,
with
amen.
you.
Woo. I'm gonna start crying, Debbie.
There, I'd be losing my shit too, y'all. I would.
Woo. This is incredible. Woo. Woo.
Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Look at all the open windows up here and shit, y'all. I'm freaking out, right? I'm all like, what the hell? Who's up there?
Wow. Oh my God!
Trump, let me get a picture. Oh my God. Yes. I feel sick.
Oh, right, here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
I'm ready to walk that. Yeah, I'm gonna walk that. Hey, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. You guys are. Trump, President Trump.
Thank you, darling. Get over here. I want to get a picture.
Oh my.
All right, here, I'm going to back it up just a little bit, you guys. All right, when he walked in, obviously he's getting himself a sandwich. Now, he walked in, the Secret Service was like, go back, give him some room, blah, 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 you know. And Donald Trump is that kind of man that notices that shit. He notices it and he makes it right. Here is what had me bawling hysterically this morning. I'm sobbing in tears because I was like, that is a people's president. That is a man who actually does care about us, you guys. And people out there on the left have been so programmed to think not. And it really sucks because, I look at this man's actions and I know who he is. I've been on this earth quite a while, and it's tragic what the left has done to him and the legacy media has done to him. But guess what he does? He stands up and he is not backing down. And that is what America needs. It is what America needs. All right, if you got a dry eye in the house, I actually tweeted that. If you can watch this whole video without crying, you don't belong here.
Trump, President Trump.
Thank you, darling. Get over here. I want to get a picture.
Oh my God.
I like her.
Oh my
Let's
God.
go. Here, I'll take it back.
Just get it
Look
ready.
how happy she is.
Come on, let's get it going. We got a Trump Tower.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Go Trump. Oh my God. Wow, JJ, that was like the best. How often does that happen? Never for me.
Now, what's so crazy here is, you guys, now that you would see right on X recently, since Elon Musk bought it, right? The legacy media would have taken that and chopped it up into little pieces, right? Trump just walks past black lady, won't take a picture, and then won't show you the other half of the video where he comes out, right? They'll take out that whole section and piece it together to have Trump walking in and then Trump walking out, ignoring people and getting into the car. They would absolutely edit it in a way to make him look so bad. And it really, really, really sucks. You hear how excited those people were? I love this. I love you. And it is not a bad thing to love somebody who is good for your country. It is not a bad thing to have pride and be proud of your president. It is also not a bad thing to not be proud of who's running your country, especially if they're running it into the ground. If they're looking at Americans falling asleep, if they're looking at dead soldiers, they're not even looking at dead soldiers. They're looking at their watch. They're taking a knee during our national anthem and martyrizing criminals and looking in the faces of the veterans who were a veteran who was murdered. And you're looking at her like she is a traitor and you're calling her a traitor. What the fuck has this? I'm over here in disbelief still. It's been 3 years and I'm still like, can I please wake up from this? I'm pinching myself every day going, is this really happening? Is this really happening to America? Yeah, unfortunately it is. And I firmly believe that there are people who can and are bought off in politics on both sides of the aisle. Because if you see them all agreeing and pushing progressive leftist policies, both Democrat and Republican, you know exactly who is bought and paid off by globalists, the globalists that run the world. The one man who cannot be bought off. He's already a billionaire. He don't need it. The one person that they hate the most because money can't influence him. Trump. The only man who doesn't need politics to make money, the only man who lost money by becoming president was Donald Trump. There has never been another US president that has gotten this much hate since Abraham Lincoln. And what did Abraham Lincoln do? He fought to end slavery. And what did they do to Abraham Lincoln? Let's pray until we can't pray no more that never happens. And as far left and extreme as people have gotten these days, the FBI, you shouldn't be investigating people that support Donald Trump. Who you need to be focused on are these people who call patriots terrorists. You need to be focused on those types of people who are pumping their bodies full of a bunch of hormones that don't belong there, and they spend their days on TikTok, immortalizing people like Jeffrey Marsh and Dylan Mulvaney. Those are the people that you should be worried about, because guess who gets guns? They do. And guess who commits these heinous crimes lately? They do. But instead, the DOJ and the FBI has been ordered by Joe Biden himself to literally attack the Catholic Church, okay, patriots, mothers who challenge school boards for showing their children pornography, and screw the border. Don't bother with the border at all. Like, don't worry about 300 people on the terrorist watch list being, confronted at our border. 300. There was like 11 when Trump was president. Maybe 30. I think the number was like 30. The destruction that is going on in this country, it is all globalist. That's exactly a plan. Oh, here's the latest Biden ad. Well, I mean, it should be Biden's ad. I mean, it's very true. It's truer than his ad campaigns of calling every patriot a domestic terrorist.
How far will the most corrupt president in history go to keep Republicans from winning back the White House? Meet the cast of unscrupulous accomplices he's assembled to get Trump.
I see nothing.
Alvin Bragg,
still do.
the radical liberal New York prosecutor who refuses to prosecute violent criminals. Jack Smith, who's made a career persecuting innocent Republican officials. Letitia James, the socialist who ran on the promise, "I'll go after Trump." And Biden's newest lackey, Atlanta DA, Bonnie Willis. So incompetent, on her watch, violent crimes have exploded.
I see nothing, I hear nothing, and about all, I know nothing. I see nothing. Nothing.
Welcome to the Fraud Squad.
Yep. Welcome to the Fraud Squad. I'll never forget this moment. Speaking of Mike he made the comment that everybody knows they call Trump a racist. Well, because they deflect. They deflect and they gaslight, and they accuse you of what they do. That's what Democrats do. That's the Democrat way these days. And it's really crazy because the Democratic Party, I don't know what the hell they're. Anyways, but here's that golden ticket moment when Kamala Harris called Joe Biden out for being against ending segregation in schools and busing these inner city children to the suburbs for a better education. The same man literally invents the crime bill of 1993. I think it was 94 it passed, where he called black people animals and savages. His own son isn't held to the same standard as the black people were during the 90s crime bill. The racist shit that Joe Biden has done and said throughout his whole life, and you're going to call Trump a racist? Fuck out of here, man. People are waking up to it, and it's beautiful to see. It really is. It's a beautiful thing to witness. And I don't see anybody going, I love you, Biden, I love you, except that Harry kid that literally has Biden. That kid is Harry Sisson. Oh my. He's just as bad as that Brooklyn Dad Defiant or something. That dude is a crackhead too, just so you guys know. And I'm not saying that it's bad because he's a crackhead or anything, but like we could tell it fucked your brain up. Now, I've done a lot of drugs in my life. You know, I've been sober for 9 years, but guess what? I'm not retarded. I swear that crack does something to their brains, man. So Brooklyn Dad Defiant, oh my God, he posts the most stupid shit, man. I'll tell you, the most stupid shit ever. Trying hard to say goodbye. Fake honey. All right. There's Dorinda. Hi, Dorinda. There's my friend. I posted something yesterday that a lady in Dayton, Ohio, she messaged me on X, and it's really sad. It's really sad what she goes through. And I also watched a lady, it was a lady, I retweeted her post. She was like, I'm down on my knees right now. I can't even breathe. My friend's 23-year-old son just died of a heart attack, and she's sobbing uncontrollably. And I was like, and as a mother, you're just like, oh my God, man, you just feel for people. And with all of them doing what they're doing and this shit, man, the people belong in prison for a long time. And those pharmaceutical companies are absolutely just pure evil. They always have been. They'll sell their own mother out. Fucked up. But here, I want to share this with you guys here. And my friend, she's my bestie. She's in chat right now. She is an ER nurse. She's right there. She can absolutely tell you how true this is, right? And she's not from Ohio, but she's still a nurse, right? But she stayed strong, okay? Now, this is, keep in mind, this is a nurse from Ohio, right? She messaged me. Did you see MTG meeting on COVID vaccine this week? I am an RN here in Dayton, and I was mandated to get the jab. We call it the Fauci ouchie around here. Dorinda came up with that. I did not want to get it, but like many Americans, could not afford to lose my job. I have I had serious health issues since. I have had serious health issues since. I looked at the CICP, but you have to file within 1 year of getting the jab. And most people like me go through testing to determine what's going on. And that testing takes more than a year. I looked at the Public Readiness and Emergency Preparedness Act that Secretary Alex Azar signed in February 2020, and it runs out 2/4/2024. So I have written to the Ohio Attorney General several times demanding he sue on behalf of healthcare workers, first responders, and military for forcing the Fauci ouchie experiment on us. I demanded that Ohio Attorney General sue the Biden administration, the FDA, the CDC, and Fauci, pharmaceutical companies, and Mike DeWine for pain and suffering, lost wages, etc. for knowingly supporting and forcing the Fauci ouchie they knew prior did not work and could cause deadly consequences. I stated that neither the CICP nor the PrEP should apply because this was from a virus and a Fauci ouchie never before seen in history. I am sending this demand every week until I get a response. And I told the Attorney General's office I wanted a response in writing outlining their reasons for denying or accepting the suit. If you know anyone who also suffered as a result, and especially if they are a healthcare worker, first responder, or military, let them know what I filed and ask them to do the same. I'm trying to get justice for people who are affected and possibly lost everything. So when she messaged that to me, I did say, I replied to her, I says, I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it into a post. So if you guys know anybody, come on my X feed and let's get together and work together, because a lot of people were forced to do this and a lot of people are suffering because of that. Every time my son tells me he's going to the gym, I quietly ask him, like, are you doing cardio today? You know, it's kind of like, it's a very scary situation. And the reason why I say this is because I posted something today that I really, it's really sad. It's really, really sad. Where is it at? There's a lady here. I have to find out where I posted it. But it was really sad, man. You know, to hear somebody losing their child, that's the worst it gets, I think. That's the worst it gets. When you literally yeah, you're losing a kid. Oh, there was a guy that said something about Jason Aldean running away when there were shots fired at his concert, and I politely asked him if he said anything when Travis Scott kept playing when 30 people were trampled to death at, or he kept playing for 30 minutes while people were getting trampled to death at his concert. The hypocrisy, man, I can't stand it. I can't stand it anymore. How hypocritical people on that left are. Now, I'm pretty sure there are some hypocritical people on the right too, but damn it, like I see it more on the left. Like, you're busy calling out this person, but where are you at on this situation? Nowhere? Oh, you're afraid you're going to be called a racist if you say something. Oh, okay. Well, the people need to be not afraid anymore. They need to not be afraid. They need to say, guess what? I'm going to call it out because it's wrong. Okay. I don't like the fact that Jason Aldean ran either. But guess what? If somebody was shooting, I'd be running too. I mean, I think you would be as well, right? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Are you just going to be standing there? World star, bitches. Yeah, you're probably going to look like Swiss cheese. But you can't call out one person and then you're going to sit there and not call out the others. I mean, come on, man. Can't do that. I mean, you can, but you're going to look like an asshole. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I love this, man. I love this right here. Look at this. Trump won. Trump won. Repeat after me. Holly is a dipshit. She calling out Trump supporters. Where's that post at, you guys? I'm trying to find it. It was really sad. I post a lot, man. I really do. All right, here it is. Tired of being politically correct, had posted this. This is so sad, man. I can't breathe right now. I just watched my friend on her knees screaming because her 23-year-old son just died from a heart attack in her home. And yes, he was vaccinated and boosted for school. Fuck you, Fauci. Fuck you, Pfizer. Fuck you to those congressional members who let that happen. Fuck you, Joe Biden, and your mandates. That is absolutely heart-wrenching. Your whole life ahead of you. Gone like that. You guys, it's coming up. My dad on February 1st. It's coming up on the 2nd anniversary. Well, anniversary is like a happy occasion. It's coming up on the 2nd year mark of when I found my dad right there. And I know if I would have pressured him not to get that, maybe he would still be here. At least it happened quick like that. At least he was walking up the steps and it was like lights out. They said he didn't feel a thing. Millions of people died. Okay. This is just not okay. And for any parent to have to bury their child, 23 years old, a heart attack at 23. Come on. It's funny. It's not funny, but when the pediatrician looked at me and said, "Do you want to give your son the vaccine?" I looked at him and I says, "You stay the fuck away from my child with that. You understand me?" And it's so crazy because back then, when it was first FDA approved for kids, the cost of the vaccine went up 400%. Ain't that something? As soon as the FDA cleared it for children, the price went up 400%. Tell me how that. And because these dumbass people were like, "Hey, let's give this to our little kids." Are you fucking serious? No. And back then, if you said that, you had to worry about these physicians that you've known for years calling children's services on you. Like, "Oh, what a shitty mom. You don't want to give your kid an experimental jab. What a shitty mom you are." Huh. Everything happens for a reason, man, and it's really bad. I wish I could turn back the hands of time. I really do. I wish I could turn back the hands of time, but I can't. There's so many things that have happened, such shitty anti-American, so many attacks on American people. I wish I can turn it back. I wish I can turn back Maui, East Palestine, Flint. I wish I could turn back January 6th. I wish I could turn back the election. I wish I could turn back COVID. I wish I could turn back everything. I really do. I wish I could just rewind the hands of time. But I'll tell you what, I wouldn't do anything different because it's gotten us all here to where we are today. And no matter how woke these people claim to be, we can look at them and laugh because they are dead asleep. And we're the ones that are the awakened. I would rather be awakened than woke any day of the week. Any day of the week. Never in my life did I ever think I would live to see this shit happening today as I do now. And it's insane. How many insurrections have there really been at our Capitol since January 6th? How many? Because I could count like three different ones. Yet none of them are sitting in prison for 22 plus years. None of them. I can't wait to see the tables turn I really can't. And I hope like hell Trump goes in there merciless. I do. I hope he's like, remember when? Because we have to right a lot of wrongs. A lot of wrongs need to be righted in order for us to move forward. There has to be repercussions and consequences for people's actions. And people that are sitting in prison today unjustly, still without charges, I hope and pray that when he comes in, shows no mercy at all. All of these people that got away with all this shit for as long as they did, goodbye, see ya. I think we need a Summer of Love committee. I do. I think we need to punish these people that were responsible for the Antifa BLM riots. The border needs to be closed. The people of January 6th, the political prisoners, need to be released to their families. Ashley Babbitt's murder needs to be, we need to find justice for that, for Roseanne Boylan, a little justice for Matthew Perna's family. We need to hold the people accountable that left all of our military equipment in Afghanistan and killed our soldiers. We need to hold people accountable for Benghazi. We need to hold people accountable who started World War fucking III, who took all of our money and sent it overseas. We need to hold people accountable. Hunter Biden, you need to go to jail. Just that you need to go to jail. The people from the 90s crime bill need to all be released from prison. Because there's still some people, a lot of people sitting there to this day because of that. There's a lot of wrongs that need to be righted. A lot. I think if we wouldn't have sent all that damn money over to Ukraine, we could have outfitted our border with X-ray machines and a few drug sniffing dogs. We could have taken all that money and put X-ray machines at our port authorities, at every port of entry. We could have, if we had a good leader in office, we could have told China, if you guys don't start monitoring your outgoing mail, you're communist any fucking ways, you don't give these people any privacy whatsoever anyways. If you don't stop monitoring the fentanyl that's coming out of your country, we are going to literally tax the bejesus out of you. And we need to do something about the postal service, because a lot of times they're mailing it through the postal service, they're mailing it through UPS and FedEx, and there's no limit on however many packages they want to ship to one another. You can just ship out as many packages as you want to. We have to do something different, because what we have going on right now is not working. And I don't know if we can survive another 293 days. I don't. But I'm not going to lose hope. All right, guys, I got to roll. I love you guys. I will not be on for a few days. That's why I decided to go live today, because I will be off for a few days. I'm having some tooth surgery tomorrow. Finally. I've been dealing with this tooth issue for months and 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 months. And I'm finally getting that shit fixed tomorrow. And I can't wait. So I'll be out for a few days. So I wanted to say I love y'all. Keep the faith. Keep your hope alive. And you better show up in record numbers at them polls. You better. Whatever you got to do. Show up to vote. That's the only way we're taking this country back. All right. I love you all. I'll see you guys soon. I'm really proud of you all Iowans out there. I really am. Thank you. We're finally moving in the right direction. All right, y'all. I'll see you later. Stay cool. Bye.